Sanjana, coming to you, the fashion industry, as I was saying, has also got its own challenges and trying to kind of grapple with the pluses of social media and the challenges that it has thrown towards you. Earlier, the fashion industry was just the face of the fashion industry, the models, the designers. Now, social media has engaged the backstory also. You have people all across the spectrum of the fashion industry getting involved because they can get involved. Now the platform is available. How do you see social media kind of impacting you? How do you see its pluses and especially how do you see its minuses?
Speak here or
Yes, wherever you're comfortable.
I can sit here and speak.
Yes.
Hi, Sat Sri Akal, Chandigarh. It's a pleasure to be with you here today. You are the future. And today being Global Youth Day, I think it's very important to realize that social media is not, of course, as we all know, confined to fashion. I've been working through fashion in mobilizing charity and issues related to our community. And thanks to social media, it's been an amazing experience because a lot of people don't want to learn or hear about social causes. Oh, there's an issue. Let's leave it to wherever, whatever. It's not my problem. But when it's something of interest to the youth, it makes an impact. It makes a difference. And thanks to this largest community called social media, I've been able to mobilize certain changes within the community like girl-child issue, female feticide. Because fashion, as you know, is very related to women because the biggest consumer is, of course, you girls out there. But when you use that to make people understand that there's a cause, there's a reason, there is a purpose why we are doing this, then the impact and the reactivity is much more. I have seen the youth, especially the youth, come forward because when I do the shows, up to now, every show I've done, we have used it for a social cause. Whether it is animals, cruelty, prevention of cruelty against animals, prevention of cruelty against women, abuse in any way, shape or form, environment. Now, if I had wanted to speak about this on a normal level, nobody would want to listen. But using fashion, using, of course, the celebs, the people, the ones who are role models, I've been able to use it in a very positive way. And thanks to social media, it wasn't just confined to that region. Now, as we know, a fashion show or an event, if I do it in New York or Dubai or Canada, wherever, you only get in that realm of where you've shown it and the reactions come from there. But because of this, immediately it's out there. People want to know, people are reacting. And we've gotten response from all over. And then the youth pick it up and we see that there are pockets where they are implementing what we started somewhere, somehow. And today, of course, copying and making creations, it's a small part of the industry, a huge multi-billion-dollar industry, as we all know, and designers sit with their teams to create it, and in no time it's out there, and you have it in the what you call the black market, in the markets in Delhi and in Dubai. You see them selling Louis Vuittons to Chanel for $100 or $200, and you realize that you cannot stop that. But then I'm sure even if it wasn't on social media, they'd still do it. They would still go to the store, take a picture, they would still do it. So I don't know if social media is as responsible for the copying, but definitely for trends catching on. Earlier, if you sat here, by the time you got to see a trend, what was happening in a college in New York, it would be 6 months or a year later. But now, as it's happening, you have live apps which you can see the shows, you have instant news as to what's hot and what's not, which makes it exciting, which makes it relevant, and I think the youth today are as fashionable as anywhere in the world, thanks to social media. And also commenting, knowing reactions. You have posts where kids post what they're wearing, and you have friends, liking it, not liking it. So, if a look is good or not from your posts. But the other side to it, as we all would like to, I think, discuss, a lot of things which we are seeing from cyberbullying, which Anuragji just discussed, it's a huge problem. girls have become more conscious because you want to be socially much more acceptable. Earlier, it was within the confines of a small group. Now, it's immense. It's like unlimited because you post a picture, you have friends or friends of friends who are coming and commenting. And when you don't, it becomes a pressure. Oh, why are they not liking this picture? I thought I looked good. Oh, do I need to reduce? Do I need to go buy something else? So this becomes a social pressure. A lot of suicides, a lot of people going into mental depression is from problems like this. It's crazy, but imagine a like on your Facebook can actually make you go into depression. We were on a panel, in fact, talking with I did psychology in my college, so it was pretty interesting while I was discussing that we have become so vulnerable to what people on social media think. I mean, is it really that important? Yes. Because it's become the largest community in the world today. And we've all become part of that large community. And from crime to whatever, that community is propagating it, promoting it, pushing it. And how do we control it? Definitely, there needs to be some form of regulation. There has to be some form of control. Otherwise, it can spiral into things which are so problematic because we've seen that even mobilizing terrorism, they are using platforms like this. There are codes, there are messages which are underlying, which are going through forums like this to promote and build their community. So I'm sure within the government and within people who are more active in controlling this, they will. But as the youth, it is important to immediately report if somebody is using a fake profile. Because this is one of the biggest problems I've seen. A lot of times you see celeb profiles coming up or people who are known, and they're not, they're fake profiles. So to report or at least complain, block, and once you connect, a lot of issues with sexual abuse, rape, because they call these people for a meeting and then from Facebook or connecting sites, social sites like this, you're seeing a lot of crime take place. So as youth, you have to be very careful. There are predators online targeting vulnerable youth like you. So to be conscious, aware, and not to just blindly go and meet up people just because you've chatted with them online. The face you see on that, Facebook might not be the person behind that. And how do you know? So these are, I think, the huge issues you face as a young person. It's great to, have a friend abroad, a friend in, sitting in Kerala or in, Bombay. But the problem occurs when you actually think that person is what you've seen online and you go there or you meet that person, then it becomes dangerous. So yes, fashion, it's cool, it's something very exciting, and for you guys to get trends and to become more fashion savvy or to relate to it through this, it's great. But the other side, because of this, the issues that are related to it, I think you have to be more aware and more conscious and against it. If you see something happening, if you see somebody bullying, if you see somebody who's using it in a negative, please make sure that you step up and do something about it. Thank you.